Can you tell me one of the most important memories of your childhood, please?
I think that in all of my work, I see the landscape of Texas. And it's that space of Texas. I think that is in the back of my head in whatever I do. And I also, if I'm in Athens, this beautiful city, the light here is very particular. You know, there is a light about Athens that's unlike Texas, it's unlike
Really?
New York. It's something in the air. They say it's maybe the eons in the air, but I remember years ago as a student, I traveled all over Europe. I was hitchhiking and I went to Belgium. I said, oh, this Belgian light. I knew the paintings of Magritte. And I said, oh, this Belgian light. And I came to Greece. Oh, it's the light here that also influences my productions. So it's not only the country from where I came in Texas and that landscape, but it's also, I think I'm influenced by being here in Athens and having been here before and to the light of your country.
When you were a child, how did you perceive yourself at that time, Mr. Ουίλσον?
Well, I was a very poor student, and I was usually the last in my class, and I had no idea what I would ever do in life, and I didn't do anything well. And when I was 27, I made a play, and it went to France. It was 7 hours long and silent. And we were going to do 2 performances. And I had a phenomenal success. And
It was a silent opera.
it was a silent opera. That's what the French called it. It was structured silences. And I had never expected to have a career in the theater. And suddenly I was asked to do something at the Berlin Opera. I was asked to go to La Scala. I was asked to go to the Piccolo Teatro in Milano. I was asked to go to the Schaubühne in Berlin. I said, but I don't know anything about theater, and I'm not sure this is something I want to do. So my career in the theater really happened by accident. When I was a child, someone had told me I would spend most of my life making theater. I couldn't imagine. I grew up in a small town in Texas. There were no theaters. I'd never been to in Waco, Texas. There were no theaters. In fact, it was a very right-wing religious community, and to go to the theater was immoral for this religious fanatic community. And then I came as a student in my early 20s to New York, and I went to the theater. I didn't like it. I went to the opera, and I didn't like that at all.
Really?
Strongly disliked it. So it's I think it's because I didn't like it, as I did my own theater, my own way. If I had gone to school to study theater, I would never be doing the kind of theater I'm doing now. I learned to do it by doing it. You learn to walk by walking or falling down.